What? Who are you?
Shh. Play along. What's that? You said you're a trader up from Quincy? You have enough supplies to keep the general store stocked for a whole month? You hear that, Danny? You gonna open the gate and let us in, or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supply?
Jeez,
You see that?
Picking up hostile light side. Think anything good?
Piper, who let you back inside? I told Sullivan to keep that gate shut. You devious, rabble-rousing slanderer. The level of dishonesty in that paper of yours. I'll have that printer scrapped for parts.
Ooh, that a statement, Mr. McDonough? Tyrant mayor shuts down the press. Why don't we ask the newcomer? You support the news? Because the mayor's threatened to throw free speech in the dumpster.
What newspaper are you talking about?
Mine. Public Occurrences. And we're the hard look at the truth. So are you with us or not?
Always believed in freedom of the press.
Rightly so. A true medium for the people.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring you into this argument, good sir. No. You look like Diamond City material. Welcome to the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Safe, happy, a fine place to come. Spend your money, settle down. Don't let this muckraker here tell you otherwise, all right?
What are you two arguing about, anyway?
What do you think? Print lies and everybody's happy, but if you print the truth...
Now, was there anything particular you came to our city for?
What is this place, anyway?
Why, this is the safest place in all the Commonwealth, with the strongest community and highest standards of living available. We have stores, doctors, schools, power, running water, and the Wall as our sacred protector. You'll learn more about the Wall soon, I'm sure. But I was talking about you. Come on now, what brought you all the way out here?
I'm trying to find someone.
Trying to find someone? Who?
Who would I talk to about finding a missing person?
Well, whatever you do, don't bother going to Diamond City Security for help.
Don't listen to her. Well, I'm afraid that our security team can't follow every case that comes through. I'm confident that you can find help here. Diamond City has every conceivable service known to man. One of our great citizens can surely find the time to help you.
I hope so.
This is ridiculous. I want the truth, McDonough. What's the real reason security always shrivels away when talk of missing persons
I've had
comes
enough
up?
of this, Piper. From now on, consider you and that little sister of yours on notice.
Yeah, keep talking, McDonough. That's all you're good for. A big Diamond City welcome from the mayor. You feel honored yet? Look, I gotta go get settled in, but, stop by my office later. I have an idea for an article you'd be perfect for.
Officer?
Head on inside.
Hey there.
Hey.
Danny.
So, you're that trader Piper was talking about. Something tells me she's pulled the wool over my eyes again. Am I right?
Piper's done this before?
All the time. Thing is, sometimes she's bluffing, and sometimes there really is a group of 50 raiders just over the hill screaming for blood. So I usually just let her in. Not this time, though. Mayor's on the warpath. Hey, what's brought you into town anyway? Be good to note it down in the logs.
What's your take on Diamond City?
It's safe is what it is. Diamond City's got the best security anywhere. Like to think I have a hand in that. But I was asking about you. Come on, just need to jot the reason you're here down in the logs.
Who would I talk to about finding a missing person?
Oh, look, I'm sorry, but we're under orders not to get involved in missing person cases. There's a lot of Institute paranoia right now. We can't really risk fanning those flames with official action. What if people panic?
The Institute? What's that?
Ah, damn. Look, I really shouldn't have said that. They're just a scapegoat, all right? Something people blame when things go wrong. If you really want to know, there's a whole newspaper inside the city that won't stop talking about them. Public occurrences.
I just need a little information, Danny. We can keep this off the record.
I'm sorry, but I can't. I got orders.
I'll ask somewhere else, then.
Chin up. Maybe someone in town can help you?
So, this is the famous Diamond City. I suppose I hope to find more of a gem than a dusty home base. Civilization in the rough, if you will.
No funny business around the mayor. Got it?
Officer?
Oh, man. You got a robot butler? I want a robot butler.
Mayor's in no mood to talk about any of this synth nonsense. Unless you're looking for a housing permit, I can't help you.
Wait, what was that about synths?
Oh, no. I'm not saying anything. I like my job, thank you very much.
And you are?
Geneva, the mayor's secretary. I handle all the day-to-day.
Well, let's hear about the permit.
We have one home available. It's in the center of town, right near the market. You can do whatever you like with the interior, and all the tools you need to make your own furnishings are provided at no extra charge.
Tell me more about this house.
The previous owner bought an adjacent warehouse and knocked down a few walls, so it's bigger than most. And he left behind his old tools, so you'll have everything you need to modify the inside however you see fit.
I'll pass.
Too rich for your blood? Can't blame you.
Gotta keep watch on the gate.
Head on inside. safety of the public. We expose the truth behind the Institute.
Another glass of wine, Wellington.
Certainly, sir. Anything for an upper-stand resident.
This is what I like about you, Wellingham. You know what you are. Not trying to be anything other than helpful. Not like those people down there. Lower field workers always want what they haven't earned.
Oh, an astute observation, sir. Let me just freshen your glass again.
Thank you, Wellingham.
I may have been programmed to serve, but in your case, I shall do so disdainfully. Let me know when you're ready to order.
There a problem?
No problem at all. My programming dictates that I serve all customers in the Colonial Tap House, even those that obviously don't belong. Just know that my sensors indicate that you have dangerously low levels of class for this establishment.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Tastes for a sophisticated palate.
Oh, I don't object to you outsiders coming up here, but must you insist on speaking to me?
Come on, Darcy, let's go.
Take it easy. I don't think she wants to leave just yet.
Hey, this is between me and my wife. Why don't you mind your own damn business for once?
Oh, God, Paul, why do you always have to make a scene? Pour me another drink, Henry.
Damn it, Darcy, I just want you to come home.
I'll be home. Later.
I can't believe you'd do this to me, Cook.
Do what to you, Paul?
You smug bastard. You keep away from my wife, goddammit.
You'd better get out of here before you do something stupid.
You son of a bitch!
Don't hurt him, Henry.
Go on. Get out of here.
I'll be at home, Darcy, taking care of our son.
Sorry I had to see that. Things are usually a lot quieter around here. Perfect place to drink, if you're buying.
What was that argument about?
Nothing much. You see, Darcy here likes to relax and enjoy life from time to time, and her husband Paul doesn't. He's not a bad guy, really. Just a little uptight. Too bad he can't learn to relax, huh, Darcy?
Shut up. I don't come here to talk about Paul. You there! I haven't seen you in here before. Why don't you make yourself useful and buy me a drink or something?
You come here often?
As often as I can. Henry is so good at listening to my troubles.
Troubles? What would you know about that? Anyway, I got a bar to run. Ordering?
So is this your place?
That's right. Owner, bartender, sympathetic ear. I try to provide a little oasis from the hardships of life. Name's Cook, by the way. Henry Cook. Let me know if I can get you anything.
Not right now.
Some other time.
Hey.
Now here is where you want to be. Anyone who's anyone drinks here.
really
Paper
human.
puts on
We
quite a
have
show, huh?
What do you mean by that?
Well, folks are already plenty scared of the Institute, but that doesn't stop the paper from talking about them every chance they get. Anyway, don't let it get to you. Life here is still a hell of a lot safer than out there in the Commonwealth.
What's the Institute?
Ever heard of the boogeyman? Shadowy monster that takes people in the night? Well, that's the Institute. But they're just a fact of life around here. Someone gets taken by the Institute or gets killed by a raider. Which is worse? At least inside these walls, you don't have to worry about the raider. So what brings you to the Great Green Jewel?
What brought you?
Came on this place a while back. Didn't intend to stay at first, but I felt something here. A good feeling. People here are searching for something more than just getting by. They built a school, shops, the power plant, and even this chapel. What about you? What brings you here?
Looking for someone who's gone missing.
Gone missing? Who is it? Friend? Relative?
My son was kidnapped. His name is Sean.
Your boy's gone missing? That's terrible. I'm afraid missing people don't get found in Diamond City. God seems to have turned a blind eye to them. And with all the fear of the Institute in people's hearts, they've turned a blind eye as well.
Are people really that scared of the Institute?
Well, they built the synths, and instead of stepping back and solemnly pondering if machines could have souls, they went straight to replacing people with them. Folks are afraid of going to bed at night, wondering if the Institute is going to switch them with a double, or if the loved one they went to sleep next to is going to be different when they wake up.
Why replace people with synths? What are they?
Well, at first they were machines. The early models still roam the Commonwealth. Sometimes they destroy a whole town and take what's left somewhere only God knows. But now, the Institute makes synths that have real hair, skin, and organs. They can make them look like anyone, and you can imagine what kind of power that could bring. Honestly, I don't recommend thinking about it. Nothing you can do about the Institute. No one knows where they are anyway.
I'm lost, Pastor. I need help. Please.
Well, I don't want to get your hopes up, but there is someone who might be able to help. Nick Valentine. He's a detective. Saved a lot of lives over the years, but so many more stay missing. And trouble has a habit of sticking to him.
Nick Valentine, huh? What's his story?
You know the story of the Good Samaritan? Helps a man, even though he has no reason to? Well, I suppose you could say that Nick Valentine is living that parable out.
Thanks. I'll go talk to him.
Take care of yourself now. Oh, it's you. Glad to see you stop by the chapel. You holding up?
This your chapel here, Pastor?
Well, that depends. I suppose I should say this chapel really belongs to God. But since I never get around to deciding which God in particular, I guess you could say it belongs to all of them. Now, if you ever need a quiet place to sit down and ponder the Almighty in whatever form strikes your fancy, we're always open.
So, you don't practice any particular religion here?
As long as you believe in something, you're welcome. Diamond City is full of people trying to build a better life. I just don't want them to forget what makes them human while they're at it. So the chapel is open, 24 hours a day, to whatever form of worship you like, long as it's peaceful.
Thanks, Pastor.
Feel free to make yourself at home.
Don't know if this praying thing works, but it couldn't hurt.
Excuse me.
You should really talk to the pastor.
Not sure which god I'm supposed to be praying to. Pastor says it doesn't matter.
And now, a word or several from our sponsors. The Colonial Tap House wants to...
Glad you dropped by. You holding up, Blue?
Why are you calling me that?
'Cause you're a vault dweller? I know you're not wearing the blue jumpsuit right now, but the Pip-Boy and the fish out of water look... dead giveaways. So here's the deal. I want an interview. Your life story in print. I think it's time Diamond City had a little outside perspective on the Commonwealth. You do that, and I'll tell you what. I'll come with you. Watch your back while you get used to the world above ground.
What kind of interview is this gonna be?
I ask you who you are, get your opinion on life out there, and maybe load up a few tough questions and keep it interesting. What do you say?
All right, Piper. I'm in.
Good. Let's get down to business. So, I know you're from a vault. How would you describe your time on the inside?
Why is that important? I'm here now, aren't I?
I told you, this is a perspective piece. People in Diamond City need to know you're from a different world than them. So, what was the vault like?
My family and I were frozen. I didn't spend much time in the vault.
Wait, they boxed you up in a fridge? The whole time? Are you saying you were alive before the war?
The war? Which war?
The one that gave us this lovely landscape of demolished buildings and nuclear radiation every 10 feet? You're telling me you saw everything before they blasted it into pieces?
Yes. I'm over 200 years old.
Oh my god. The man out of time. So, you've seen the Commonwealth, Diamond City. How does it compare to your old life?
Can you even compare the two? The world out here? It's not even close to the one I left.
Feeling a little homesick, are we? Can't say I blame you. Now, the big question. You came all this way looking for someone. Who is it?
My son, Sean, was kidnapped. He's not even a year old.
The parent after the missing child. As heartbreaking today as it ever was. Tell me, do you suspect the Institute's involved?
The Institute? Who were they?
That, Blue, is the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth. No one really knows who or where they are, but their handiwork is all over. Synths. Synthetic people. Sent from their hidden labs to do the Institute's dirty work. Sometimes they even replace a person with a synth double. A little covert agent no one would ever suspect. Now, not everything that goes wrong has the Institute behind it, but there's always a chance. That's why I'm asking.
They make synthetic people?
That's right. There are two major kinds you have to watch out for. The first is an obvious fake. Skin looks like plastic, skeleton might even be showing. You see groups of them scouring the Commonwealth, killing people and scavenging what's left. I reported on University Point a while back. Whole town got cleaned out. The second type of synth is the real deal. With skin, blood, warm smiles, and guilty glances, just like a good old-fashioned human. So, do you think they could be involved? The Institute, or one of their agents?
I don't know.
No one ever does. That's what makes them so scary. For the last part of our interview, I'd like to do something different. I want you to make a statement to Diamond City directly. The threat of kidnapping is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. Everyone wants to pretend it just doesn't happen. What would you say to someone out there who's lost a loved one but might be too scared or too numb to the world to look for them?
Wait, people just ignore kidnappings out here?
Yeah, Blue, you haven't noticed? You grow up in the Commonwealth and eventually someone is gonna get taken. Maybe not someone you know, but someone. And people just say, well, could have been worse. Could have been killed by raider attacks, or super mutants, or feral ghouls. They just give up. So I want my readers to hear what keeps you going. Maybe they'll find a little inspiration. Now, what would you like to say?
No matter how much you want to give up, don't. You have to have hope that you'll see them again. Or at least, that you'll know the truth.
A strong note to end on, Blue. Thanks. That's everything. It's gonna take some time to put this all together, but I think your story is gonna give Diamond City plenty to talk about. Anyway, I agreed to come with you, right? Watch your back? Just say the word when you're ready. I can't wait to see where this story goes next.
There's a use to that. I'll leave my hand.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load. Or, you know, if you need anything proofread. Anything I can do? You just say
Hey,
that.
sweetie.
Free paper to newcomers. If the Institute grabs you in the night, at least we warned you.
The Institute?
You ain't heard of the Institute, mister? They snatch people up in the night and no one hears from them again. It's all in the paper. Better read up before they grab you, too.
Who's gone missing?
Drifters, residents, stadium seat snobs. Seems every year or so. Someone's gone, and we all know why. So you better be careful, newcomer. The Institute is out there, and they'll grab you too. Like I said, it's all in the paper.
I believe you. Thanks.
You're a real lost lamb in the wolf's den, mister.
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful. Maybe constantly trying to kill us, but the Commonwealth never lacks for.
If anyone is one of those things, it's that secretary of yours. Her and her perfect.
Hi.
Well, hello there. Another one of the poor and stupid of Diamond City come begging for table scraps?
The
poor and stupid?
Oh, don't act like you don't know. There's two types of people in this town. The ones living in the stands and everyone beneath us. I know everyone in the stands, and that doesn't include you. Now, why don't you make yourself scarce?
Who are you, anyway?
Anne Codman, of the Codman family? Of the upper stands? If you haven't heard of us, that just shows how unimportant you are. Now, were you leaving or not?
Fine, I'll leave.
Good to see you know your place.
Don't do it. Please.